This is Chris Rodriguez coming out of the Jitz University, and this is Jitz Hacker episode number 33. Now, today is going to be all about what to do if one of your prospective clients fails their introductory lesson. And especially if you teach 3 and 4-year-olds and that 5 to 7-year-old age group, this is a total possibility. So, Johnny just failed his introductory evaluation. What do we do now? If you don't know what an introductory evaluation is, stop this video right now. Go into our introductory evaluation section and watch the video in there, and it'll explain the benefits of utilizing introductory evaluations. Now, there are usually some signs that you'll immediately be able to see if a child is going to be struggling with passing their introductory lesson. Sign number 1, they straight up don't even listen to their parents, and honestly, it's their parents' fault. Tip number 2 would be hiding behind their parents, right? Maybe you go to introduce yourself and they're hiding behind the leg of their parent. Another thing they might be doing is not willing to introduce themselves. So if you do introduce themselves, they don't even acknowledge that you're talking to them. Another sign would be not willing to give you a high five. Maybe you go to put your hand out and they don't give you that high five. And obviously, crying is a telltale sign that there might be an issue with them passing the introductory lesson. So, what do we do? Well, it's super important that whoever is running your introductory evaluation has the patience of a god. Okay? They have to have patience when they're working with these super young kids that have these fears, and it's normal for them. This is something brand new. It's out of their comfort zone. I mean, even adults have that fear and anxiety when they're first coming into the academy. So imagine how a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old would feel. So whoever is running these introductory evaluations has to have patience. Now let me give you a couple of tips if you notice some of the signs that I had mentioned before. One thing that's really important is that you get down on their level, literally squatting down so that you're eye to eye with them, okay? Tip number 2, refer to the intro lesson as a game that they're going to get to play, because what do children love to do? They love to play games, okay? Tip number 3, if we're having a child that is struggling with wanting to get on the mat, we'll actually bring some dodgeballs into the lobby and just try to interact with them in that way to get them to open up a little bit. And then tip number 4, if they won't give you a high five, it really kind of breaks my heart when they don't want to give me a high five. But if they don't want to give me a high five, I'll go ahead and high five mom or dad, okay? So, our number 1 concern with these introductory lessons, bottom line, is that the child is able to listen. I mean, really. You know, we have the introductory lesson broken down into multiple stages, into different categories of things that we're looking for. But at the end of the day is, can this child listen to the instructions that we're giving, and are they able to follow them? And if they really struggle with that, it's going to make it very difficult with putting them in your group class, okay? Now, it's imperative that you utilize the introductory evaluation planner that you can download inside of the introductory evaluation category inside of the Kids Jitz Academy, okay? There's a Word document and there's also a PDF form. You need to use this, okay? Why do you need to use this? Well, because if you have to talk to mom and dad and break the news that Johnny is not ready for the group class, you need to have proof why. You can't just say, listen, man, your kid don't listen. He didn't listen to anything that I said, all right? When you utilize the introductory evaluation, the numbers don't lie, and you can go through with them. And what this also does is it really, shows the value and how much we care about our students, because we want to make sure that they are ready for that group class. So, Johnny failed the lesson. What are our options? Now, depending on how well or how maybe not so well he did, that's going to kind of determine which option you pick. So option number 1, you can reschedule the introductory lesson in the following week, okay? Sometimes we have kids that maybe there was just so much stimulus going on, or, this was just so new, and maybe we saw a spark of potential there. We'll go ahead and reschedule that introductory lesson 1 week from today. Okay. Another thing that you could do is if the child is just really immature and they're just not ready for the group class yet, you can reschedule the introductory lesson 12 weeks from now. Okay, give them a few months. And what we also do is we make a copy of the introductory evaluation and we give it to their parents so their parents know exactly what we are expecting them to be able to do prior to going into the group class. Again, talk about providing an immense amount of value. Okay, we let you know, listen, your son's not really quite ready yet. Let's go ahead and give it another shot in about 12 weeks. But these are the things that you can practice with him at home. All right? Option number 3, you can place the child in the younger group class. Maybe you've got a 5-year-old that is just super immature. Maybe the 3 and 4-year-old class would be a better fit for them. Okay? And then option number 4, you can always offer one-on-one private lessons if you think the child will benefit for them. Okay? So there you go. That is how to deal with if one of your students fails the introductory lesson. You need to have a backup game plan, and there's ours. This is Chris Rodriguez signing out at Jitz University with Jitz Hacker episode number 33.